Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Life Issue, and this is Blessing. Thank you, everyone that have subscribed, everyone that have liked, and everyone that share our video. Please, if you have not subscribed, please help us subscribe. Please help us like. Please help us share our video so that we can be encouraged to put out more for you. Okay, so this evening, I wanted to talk about SARS. Remember my video is basically about Africa and Nigeria. You must know about the anti-robbery squad, SARS, because they've been on there for like a year now. And before I start saying anything, I want to say that, every government policy comes up for a reason, okay? Now, if a police squad has been instituted by the presidency or a governor, is because something is happening to the society and they needed a quick enforcement agent or a quick operation that will stop it. Now, so we've been hearing about kidnapping, stealing, crimes on the rise, Yahoo, so many things happening in Nigeria, and the police were really overwhelmed. They couldn't do much about it. So to stop all these Yahoo, kidnapping and everything, the government or the presidency, the ruling body had to set up a special unit that will help in stopping this. So yes, it started with good intention. That's what I'm going to say. It was really good intention, and really they did help. But when something that's was meant to be good start becoming deteriorating and start over exercising their power, I think it's also good for the lawmakers or people that institute something to go back to the drawing board and check out if they need to tweak it or if they need to bring down the powers or do something more. Okay, now why am I saying this? Now, for the past 3 or 4 weeks, there have been so many news about SARS operators and what the operatives and what they've been doing, killing people. All right, so the news that just came in this morning was about Emmanuel and Jessica. Now, these are two lovely souls who went to the club last night. On their way back from the club, they were they just saw people on the bike trying to stop them. Now, as a normal human being, especially if you're living in Africa, Nigerian situation, 6:30, somebody on the bike trying to stop you, you will think they're armed robbers, or you will think that they are not real. You will not imagine that a police squad will be on a bike. I mean, to be frank with you, anybody could have thought what they thought, that is not possible that it will be SARS on a bike. So they refused to stop and they went, they continued. Apparently, SARS officials followed them to where they were going to and just shot them. Now, I don't know how it's possible for someone to shoot someone who does not have a gun. Did they follow a procedure? Did they ask them to put their hands up? Now, if they did not have a gun, and it's kind of like you are a policeman, are you not trained on how to arrest people instead of shooting them? Why is this trigger happy policeman in our law enforcement? I mean, last 2 weeks we heard about Kolade, who was watching football, who's a football fan, watching football, and the same trigger happy SARS operatives shot him. And there's so many stories about what is going on. Is it the story of them harassing Ayuku, a graduating student, going for his convocation? They nearly wanted to kill him. The guy just was happy that he did not kill him. Or is it about Samuel Ogundije, who lost his eyes by the same SARS operatives? Okay, so something is wrong somewhere. When something keeps happening and is still, in a Western world, if a particular department or a particular police force of a particular city, they keep doing the same thing, then there must be an investigation. What is happening? Is there an underlying issue that needs to be treated? Now, what I would expect for the legal, I don't know how to put it, like for the government to do is to first of all find out if these people are mentally fit to be handling guns. Because from what I can see, they are trigger happy. They are just easy to shoot. Have they been trained? Are they mentally fit? Now, being a policeman and just giving someone a gun is like as if you're giving someone a bullet. If that person is not mental fit to handle the gun, the person must be psychologically trained. The person must also abide by the rule of handling gun. There must be a procedure for you to arrest. You cannot just shoot someone who has not in any way shown you that you are in danger. I mean, Colade was watching football, for crying out loud. He wasn't holding anything. The same, these people that are coming up from the club, I mean, all the stories are the same. It's just the same pattern. They are intimidating people and then they are killing people. So something needs to be looked into. I understand that, last year, the vice president, that's Ogubanjo, did talk about, overhauling it and, thinking about, but what did they actually do? These things needs to be questioned. The public need to understand, yes, you talk about something, but what process was done? What did they do? Are these people being tested every 3 months for mental health? Because I strongly believe that there is a mental health issue here. Unless someone has put them in those positions to intimidate the public. Now, people don't get it, yeah? When a dictator is ruling you, what he does is he puts militaries on the streets so that the people are intimidated. All right? So is this a way of intimidating the people and making the people not to rise up because they know that they might be killed? I'm not saying SARS is politically, motivated, but all I'm saying is this has become too much. It's become too rampant and nothing has been done. The president spoke during Colade's time, but what has been done? If something is not done that is significant enough and is clear and transparent, I think that you guys are safe. You're not safe when you give a gun to a trigger happy uniform man. The person can kill anybody. Now that brings me back to this, something else I think might be happening. I think these policemen need to be tested for drugs. I think really that these people are actually on tramadol and all this codeine that people are using now. They are not themselves. So should there be a special task force that should be monitoring these SARS people? Kind of like stopping them and taking breathalyzer on them. Because I don't know how someone who is on uniform to protect the civilians, your role, you are called to arm to protect the citizen of a country, but you now feel as if you are lord over them, that you can kill them at will. Then you're not normal. Something is wrong. You're using something. Okay, people need to start asking questions before more lives are lost. Do we need, I mean, I've seen Rugged Man's SARS campaign. People are not taking him serious, but this man is making sense. He's gone as far as giving us information about the fact that there are fixers officials out there, which could be true. I understand that we need I understand that we need a special squad. I'm not saying we don't need them. And I'm going to say this. There's a lot of good policemen out there. I have friends who are policewomen. I have friends who are policemen. I have people that I talk to and I respect them and they work with dignity. And really, Nigeria cannot be safe without having a special squad because we know what happens. But we cannot allow the few bad eggs to spoil everything. The good ones need to flush out the bad ones. So if you're a policeman out there, if you wear a uniform, if you are in the force, if there's anything you know about these SARS people, if there's something that you are seeing, you need to talk, you need to engage them. If you don't want to engage them, report what is going on to your IG, because this is tarnishing our image and this is affecting the lives of our young ones to an extent. Okay, a man just talked about them stopping him and asking him for a 500,000 100,000 naira bribe on the spot. I mean, can you imagine? Why will a policeman stop you and ask you to bring out your phone for him to check your phone? It is your privacy. Nobody has such rights. Not even UK or US immigration. I mean, they can't ask me for my phone. UK police cannot ask me for my phone. Why will you? This is not. You don't have such jurisdiction to ask me for my own private phone. You don't have such rights. It's my private phone. If you want to tap into my phone, then you need to go and go to MTN or whichever subscription. But you cannot force me to give you my code and you type into my phone. Is illegal. I have not seen it before. Even a dead man's phone, you can't even unlock it or look at it. You have to get special sign off for you to do it. So really, them asking people to bring out their phone for them to look at is illegal, and people need to challenge that. You don't have such rights. Okay, if this is what they've been told to do, then it's illegal. And they're even now making people to transfer money into their accounts. Oh, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. I don't even know where to start, but the lives are lost. So many lives are lost, and we need to end this. We need to actually come up and talk about this. Any social media, any vlogger out there, please don't be afraid to talk about this, because if we don't talk, if we don't write activists, if we don't rise up to talk about this, this will continue. Okay. The funny thing about this is that when last year we had the snake, is a python dance in the East, people were not talking much. So now SARS is happening, and I'm like, okay, talk about it. Why are we not, if people are doing the wrong thing, why are we so sentimental about it? If police people are not behaving right, why do we just let it go just like that? Because it's not our region. It's not really right, okay? All right, so I just wanted to talk about this. I mean, what do you think? What is your opinion about this SARS stuff? What should people do? How should people be cautious? What should people need to do not to fall into their trap and not to get their life lost just for nothing? I mean, it is becoming scary, the story about SARS, because nobody is safe. Even Nigerians and diasporas that come back home, they fall into their trap. So people's lives are not safe. So what do we need to do? All right, so in conclusion, I'm going to say this. Please, my people, we need to be very careful whenever we see these SARS people on the road. Please, if you see them, stop. When they tell you to stop, stop. You cannot fight with a trigger-happy policeman or a soldier. Stop. If they're asking you a question, be polite. Okay, officer, just be polite. Now, if they're insisting that you give them money, I mean, why struggle with them? Your life is more precious than 100,000 or 200,000. If our government cannot save us, we need to start saving ourselves, okay? Instead of us to be reading all this news in the paper, please stop when they ask you to stop. If they're insisting for money, don't argue with them. Just give them whatever. Just beat the price. If they say 200, you don't have, just beat it. Even if it's 10, just give them. I'm not advocating for bribe. I'm not saying give bribe. But the point is, if that is what will save your life, Biko, just do it and move on. Then you can now report them. So while you are doing it, make sure you are taking notes of their badge number or their name so you can report it. Because I still believe there's someone out there who will listen, who will bring them to book. But fighting them and running like Emmanuel and Jessica did today, I mean, just avoid it. Because these stories are becoming rampant and is not right. All right, so just drop your comment. What do you think? How can we stop this? The government are refusing to do anything about this. How can we as citizens help ourselves? All right, just wanted to talk about this evening, because really when I saw the video, I was really upset and I just wanted to say something about it. All right, please help me share, help me subscribe, and help me drop a comment. What do you think? What have we done wrong? What is the way forward when it comes to this SARS issue. All right, thank you so much, everyone. See you on my next video.